Dear Libra, beautiful seeker of balance, if you are watching this video right now, especially before Tuesday, December 23rd, this is not an accident. Something extraordinary is happening. A mysterious millionaire is looking for you. And fate, Libra, is preparing to reverse in your favor. You didn't just click a video. You answered a call. This is a transmission of cosmic timing, a divine alignment between where you are and where you're meant to be. And if you're still listening, that means you are ready to receive what life has been trying to send you all along. Right now, you may feel like you've hit a wall financially, emotionally, or spiritually. Like you've been doing everything you can, yet something still feels stuck. But what if I told you that you're not stuck at all? What if all of this, the delays, the detours, even the confusion, was part of a higher plan to bring you to one single, life-altering encounter? Because on Tuesday, December 23rd, Libra, a divine portal opens and someone powerful is being divinely guided into your path. They may not look like a millionaire. They may not speak like one. But beneath the surface, they carry exactly what your spirit has been praying for: opportunity, support, and a key to the life you're meant to live. This is not fantasy. This is energy. And your sign, ruled by Venus, is being pulled into an astrological configuration that opens rare doors, especially in finances and soul contracts. Here at Zodiac Whisper Tarot, I don't just read cards. I help you recognize your moment when it arrives. This moment? It's calling you. In this reading, I will help you understand the signs to watch for that confirm the millionaire is near, the sacred interaction that may seem like a conflict, but is really a hidden invitation, and how to spiritually and practically prepare for this shift, so you don't miss your chance. But before we go further, I want to say something from the heart. Thank you for being here, for showing up for yourself, for your future, and for your faith. Every like, every share, every comment, every subscriber, you are the reason this channel exists. You're not just watching a video. You are co-creating a ripple of energy that reaches beyond screens and straight into destiny. And trust me when I say this, Libra'll want to stay until the very end today, because what the universe is revealing is breathtaking. So tell me, what brought you here today? What force pulled you into this exact moment, on this exact day? Write it in the comments. Let your spirit speak. You can write, "I'm ready to meet the one who will change everything," or simply, 888, "I am aligned with divine timing." Because when you type those words, you do more than comment. You cast a vote for your future. You confirm your soul's readiness. And you activate the law of attraction in real time. Stay with me, Libra. The path is opening. And I promise what's on the other side of this video might just change everything. Sometimes, what looks like chaos is actually the most elegant form of divine choreography. When we speak of December 23rd as a gateway, it is not just poetic language. In the language of energy and astrology, certain days carry a frequency, a vibrational pulse that interacts with your soul's timeline. And on this specific day, Libra, the frequency is one of unexpected alignment. Something is being orchestrated behind the scenes, and whether or not you're aware of it, you're already part of the movement. You may feel a pull, a sudden change in rhythm, perhaps an unusual delay, an encounter that seems out of place, or an interruption to your routine that stirs frustration. And yet, within that exact disruption hides a coded message. The person you're about to meet may not arrive with the glow of revelation. In fact, they may seem ordinary or even irritating at first glance. That is the brilliance of divine strategy. It teaches us to look deeper. Think about the countless stories we've heard of life-changing opportunities disguised in humble beginnings. The great mentor who appeared during someone's lowest moment. The business partner who showed up in a shared cab ride. The generous benefactor who first seemed like a difficult stranger in line at the bank. The form rarely matches the expectation, but the impact is undeniable. And this moment, for you, Libra, is charged with that same possibility. In the realm of energy, everything is drawn toward resonance. This means that your external experiences match the frequency you hold within. That's why awareness is key. If your mind is clouded with assumptions, if your heart is locked in bitterness or fear, you may overlook the very person sent to alter your path. This is why I urge you, not to search harder but to soften your gaze, widen your perception, and allow the unexpected to find you. In sacred texts and timeless teachings, there are echoes of this pattern. Deliverance doesn't always arrive with trumpets. Sometimes, it shows up as a quiet whisper in a crowded room, or a single sentence from someone you nearly ignored. The help you've prayed for may wear a different name, a different tone, a different look than you imagined. But the essence is the same: restoration, breakthrough, and provision. That's why I encourage you, Libra, to release the grip of expectation. Let go of what you think help is supposed to look like. Trust that the right encounter will feel like a key clicking into place, even if at first it comes wrapped in discomfort. This is not punishment. This is preparation. This is sacred contrast, designed to awaken your receptivity. Take a breath and consider this. If someone truly meant to shift your destiny, wouldn't their arrival require a moment of testing? Wouldn't it make sense for the universe to make sure you're paying attention to see if you're really ready for what you've asked for? This is where action becomes sacred. Saying yes to the unknown. Smiling at the inconvenient moment. Choosing patience when irritation rises. These are not just personality traits, they're spiritual keys. They open the doorway to connection. So if, on December 23rd, you find yourself at the wrong place at the right time, or in a conversation that seems strange but magnetic, pause. Breathe. Listen. Look again. Because that might not be a mistake. That might be the moment. The one where everything begins to change. And remember, the breakthrough doesn't arrive when you are at your best. It arrives when you are ready. And readiness isn't perfection, it's willingness. Just like grace. Just like the quiet miracles that often go unnoticed in the noise of the world. This time, don't miss it. Let it meet you, exactly as you are. Sometimes, the very pressure we think is breaking us is actually forming us into something new. That's exactly what's happening to Libra as we step into the final stretch of this powerful December energy. The tension you may be sensing isn't a signal to retreat, it's a signal to realign. Pluto and Saturn, two of the most transformative planets in astrology, are currently activating deep zones of your chart, forcing you to confront what no longer serves you and revealing the hidden strength you didn't know you had. And while this can feel exhausting, disorienting, even it's not meant to harm you. It's meant to rebuild you. Think of Pluto as the energy that exposes and uproots. It tears down illusion, not to punish, but to purify. Saturn, on the other hand, is the great architect of karma and time. It tests your structures, your beliefs, your commitments, your discipline, and when both planets work together like this, a divine reshaping begins. So if you've been feeling lost or like your plans are falling apart, it may be because you're being shifted onto a higher timeline. What looks like delay or disruption might actually be redirection towards something far more aligned. In this reading, 3 major tarot cards emerged that confirm exactly what the stars are saying. First, the Toera card most people fear, but one that often brings the most necessary breakthroughs. It shows up when old foundations are crumbling, not because you've failed, but because you're no longer meant to live within their walls. The Tower clears space, even if through uncomfortable events, to make way for the next chapter. Then comes the Stare, a gentle yet powerful reminder that after every storm, light returns. This card speaks of hope reborn, of clarity emerging from confusion, and of the quiet, unwavering truth that you are being guided. The Star heals the burn left by the Tower. It doesn't erase the challenge, but it gives it meaning. And finally, the Ace of Pentacles, a cosmic green light that says, a new opportunity is forming. One that could change your financial path entirely. When these 3 appear together, as they did for Libra, it is a story of breakdown leading to breakthrough. But more than that, it is confirmation that what happens on December 23rd is not random. It is a checkpoint that was written into your life path long before you got here. And this isn't about destiny in a passive sense. This is about participation. The stars align, but you must walk through the door. The cards reveal a gift, but you must reach for it. There's a common misunderstanding that the universe simply delivers when it's time. But in truth, the universe invites in your answer, your response, your energy. That's the key that turns the lock. This is why it's so important, especially now, to remain grounded in your center. The discomfort you're experiencing is not a curse. It is a spiritual contraction before a powerful expansion. If you've ever heard real stories of transformation, you know they rarely come wrapped in comfort. Many of the most beautiful breakthroughs begin with confusion, resistance, and even pain. Whether it's someone finding their life's calling after losing a job, or meeting the love of their life in a moment of deep emotional despair, what we call miracles often show up disguised as messes. But if you can pause and breathe through this moment, if you can see the hand of divine order behind what feels like disarray, you'll begin to understand. Pluto and Saturn are not here to stop you. They are here to test your readiness, your maturity, your responsibility, your willingness to release and rebuild. This is a holy kind of pressure. Not holy in a religious sense, but in the way that it reveals what's sacred. The version of you that emerges from this will be stronger, wiser, and far more magnetic to abundance. So if you're feeling tested, know this: you're not being pushed to break. You're being shaped to carry more. And very soon, Libra, you'll see that all of this was not collapse, it was construction. There are moments in life when preparation becomes more than just a routine, it becomes an act of faith. Not blind faith, but a conscious decision to align yourself with the energies that are already moving toward you. For Libra, the energy around December 23rd is so delicately woven that you are being asked not just to notice it, but to meet it halfway. This is where ritual becomes powerful. Not in the mystical or theatrical sense, but in the deeply human practice of choosing intention over reaction. The Libra light ritual is a simple yet profound way of telling the universe, I am here. I am listening. I am ready. What we carry with us shapes how we walk into every room. When you place a sapphire or opal in your left pocket, you're not just holding a stone, you're carrying a symbol of your own equilibrium. These stones aren't chosen randomly. Sapphire, for example, has long been associated with wisdom, mental clarity, and truth, exactly the energies Libra needs to navigate encounters that may feel unfamiliar at first. Opal, with its shifting colors, represents the beauty in change and unpredictability, reminding you that transformation often comes in unexpected packaging. Drawing the crescent moon on your left wrist with red ink isn't about superstition. It's about anchoring your awareness. Your left side is the receptive side of the body, the one that welcomes in rather than pushes out. The crescent moon, a sacred symbol of transition, becomes a visual reminder on your pulse point that life moves in cycles. That you are not stuck, you are shifting. And in the quiet chaos of change, this mark becomes a silent companion, whispering that you are exactly where you need to be. As for the words you whisper, balance is my birthright. I welcome destiny's reversal. Let wealth find me with ease, don't underestimate them. Words shape vibration. And vibration shapes outcomes. When you say this with your hand on your heart, with sincerity rather than performance, you're not casting a spell, you're reactivating a frequency within you that has always been there. This is self-alignment. This is stepping into a version of yourself that no longer waits for permission to receive. Now, how do you know when this meeting is close? The universe rarely speaks in paragraphs, but it always leaves signs. A canceled appointment, an unexpected delay, a detour that throws off your plan, these are not coincidences. They are redirections. If your day begins to feel off, consider the possibility that it's being rearranged to lead you to the exact moment you've been preparing for. Repetitive numbers like 222, 888, or 1212 are more than just visual patterns. They are mathematical nudges, reminders that the timing is lining up and that something is near. If you notice them during moments of anxiety or uncertainty, it's often a signal to pause and recalibrate. Don't rush. Don't resist. Observe. Breathe. Let yourself be led. And if you suddenly feel drawn toward a different route, a new place, or a surprising conversation, follow it. You don't need to overanalyze why. Your inner guidance system, refined by astrology, intuition, and cosmic rhythm, is designed to sense alignment before your logical mind can explain it. This is how many modern miracles begin with a small act of curiosity. If you find yourself standing in that unusual place, heart slightly racing, unsure why you're there, put your hand in your left pocket. Feel the weight of the stone. Look around gently. Ask inwardly, is it now? The person you're meant to meet may not sparkle or announce their purpose. But something in their presence will feel weighted, anchored. They might say something casual that lands with deep significance. That's when you'll know. That's when everything shifts from theory to truth. The Libra light ritual is not about trying to force an outcome. It's about preparing your soul to recognize what it once asked for. And perhaps more importantly, to receive it with grace. You're not just waiting for destiny to knock. You're becoming the version of yourself that knows how to open the door when it does. What we often envision as help tends to arrive in familiar forms, people smiling warmly, offering support wrapped in comforting words. But when the universe designs a turning point, especially one this significant, it rarely presents itself in the packaging we expect. The person you're meant to meet, the one written into your soul's story long before this week, will not introduce themselves as your miracle. They won't wear a name tag that says Savior. In fact, they may appear so grounded, so quiet, that it takes your intuitive vision, not your eyes, to recognize the weight of their presence. There's a pattern I've seen over and over again in my work with astrology and energy alignment. Those who carry the most transformative potential rarely broadcast their power. Instead, they embody it. And for Libra right now, the kind of person you're being drawn toward is someone who is built not from flash, but from foundation. Their stillness speaks louder than their words. Their gaze doesn't seek attention, it studies, measures, evaluates. These are people shaped by Saturn or Pluto energy planets that don't just change lives, they rewire them from the inside out. So when this person steps into your field, you'll feel something shift even if nothing is said aloud. From an astrological lens, we're likely talking about someone governed by Capricorn, Taurus, or Scorpio energy. These signs are ruled by structure, depth, and long-term value. They aren't interested in small talk. They don't chase trends. They build empires slowly, intentionally, with precision. And when they connect with someone, it's never random. They are masters at identifying potential, not based on appearance, but on energetic frequency and presence, maturity, and silent confidence. This is why your job isn't to impress, but to align. Your calmness, your self-awareness, your ability to respond rather than react, that's what will draw them in. It's important to understand that this person isn't looking to rescue you. That's not the frequency they operate on. They don't offer charity. They invest. They collaborate. They choose people who are energetically ready to co-create something meaningful. If they sense desperation, they pull away. If they sense readiness, they lean in. So your responsibility in this encounter is not to beg or perform, but to simply become the person you say you're ready to be. Let your preparation speak louder than your pitch. Let your poise reveal your capacity. There's a deeper wisdom here that echoes even in the lessons of everyday life. We're often so busy waiting for external rescue that we miss the truth. Most doors are opened not by others, but by who we become in their presence. You don't need to memorize a speech or fake confidence. You only need to stand still in your truth. Speak clearly. Listen carefully. Be present. That's what this kind of person notices. That's what they trust. Many of the world's most impactful connections began with the simplest of interactions. A few words. A subtle energy exchange. A moment of quiet recognition. And when someone operating at this level of awareness sees you, not your story, not your scars, but your strength, they act. That's what you're preparing for now. To be seen not as someone waiting for help, but as someone ready to rise. You're not chasing wealth. You're aligning with someone who already lives in that vibration. And if you meet them from a place of self-trust, they won't question your worth. They'll sense it. And Libra, this may be the first time in a long while where someone truly sees your value, not because you asked them to, but because you finally allowed yourself to embody it. Not everyone who crosses your path is meant to stay, but some arrive with a purpose that stretches far beyond what the surface reveals. And Libra, when fate selects you for a divine appointment, as it has now, the only thing left for you to do is to show up in your fullest energy. This is not the moment to explain your journey in words. It's the time to radiate your readiness through energy alone. The question isn't whether you're worthy of receiving the miracle that's already written in your soul's contract. The real question is, are you currently emitting the frequency that allows it to find you? One of the deepest truths in both astrology and energy work is this: manifestation happens not from wishing, but from vibration. The difference between the person who gets passed over and the one who receives the life-changing opportunity is not luck. It's alignment. It's not about saying, "I want a breakthrough." It's about becoming the version of yourself who is already living in alignment with that breakthrough. You don't attract what you want, Libra, you attract what you are. And this is where your energy matters more than your words. When this mysterious, high-frequency person enters your life, the one who has the power to unlock doors you didn't even know existed, they won't be listening to what you say. They'll be reading your field. They'll be tuning into the silent signals you're giving off through your self-worth, your presence, and your ability to remain centered in moments of tension or uncertainty. Your challenge is to transmit a message without speaking it. To carry the frequency of someone who isn't begging for help but prepared to co-create something extraordinary. This is your crossroads moment. And it will not announce itself with fireworks or flashing signs. Instead, it may come in a single question. Maybe they'll look at you and ask, "Who are you?" And in that instant, you must resist the urge to list your history, your degrees, your job titles, your struggles. That isn't the answer. The true answer must rise from a place much deeper. Let it flow from your energy, from your eyes, from your calm. Say it with or without words: "I am the one destiny has been preparing for something greater." Now, here's something rarely said in readings, but it's everything. Sometimes the soul recognizes what the mind can't yet explain. You might meet someone who instantly intimidates you. Not because they are unkind, but because their energy is so large, so settled, so commanding that it confronts your hidden doubts. Don't run. That sensation you feel isn't fear, it's the recognition of your next level staring you in the face. And the question is whether you'll contract or expand. When you encounter someone who causes your breath to catch, whose presence brings both discomfort and magnetic pull, pause. Ask yourself, am I shrinking, or am I being invited to rise? The truth is, your energetic counterpart often doesn't feel like comfort. It feels like challenge. It feels like growth knocking. And you must decide if you're ready to answer. So Libra, as you move into this powerful window, remember, your miracle doesn't come to fix you. It comes to partner with the version of you who is already healing, already choosing, already rising. You are not asked to be perfect. You are asked to be present. You are asked to stand in your own energy, not in hope, but in faith. This time, you don't need to ask for the opportunity. You need to become it. The door is already opening. All you have to do is walk through. So now, Libra, take one last deep breath with me. You've walked through energy. You've touched destiny with your awareness. You've seen how the universe has been preparing you, moment by moment, to arrive at this edge, this sacred edge where everything can begin to shift. And now you know the truth. You are no longer waiting on the miracle. The miracle is waiting on you. What happens next is not about chance. It's about choice. You've received the signs. You've felt the pull. You've heard the whisper in your spirit, asking you to believe a little deeper, trust a little more. And tomorrow, Tuesday, December 23rd, will be the moment that all of this becomes real. You don't have to force anything. You don't have to know how it will all unfold. But you do have to meet the moment with presence. With quiet certainty. With the frequency of someone who is already walking in alignment with the life they were meant to live. The question is not, will something happen? The real question is, will I show up when it does? Ask yourself, honestly, have you been open to receiving what you've prayed for? Are you living from a space that says, I am ready? Or have you been hesitating, doubting, waiting for one more sign before you take your next step? And maybe, just maybe, this is that sign. So what would it look like for you to fully say yes? To step into this next version of yourself not with fear, but with faith? To carry yourself as if the meeting is already scheduled, as if the person is already en route, as if the blessing is already on its way and you are simply becoming the one who knows how to hold it? You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to be fully healed. You just have to be willing. Willing to be present. Willing to act. Willing to receive. If this message stirred something in you, don't let the moment pass in silence. Let the universe hear you. Speak it into the comments. Type, I'm ready to meet the one who will change everything, or simply, 888 I'm ready. Because every time you speak your readiness, you send out a signal. You join the frequency of fulfillment. You let life know that you are awake, aware, and waiting no more. And if this video touched your spirit, I invite you to share it with another Libra in your life. Someone who might also be standing at their own doorway of change. When you share light, you multiply it. And the energy you give always returns amplified. Before we part, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for being here. Your presence, your energy, your belief, it means more than you know. Every like, every comment, every subscription fuels the work we do here at Zodiac Whisper Tarot. This isn't just a channel. It's a space for transformation. A safe place for intuition, intention, and infinite possibility. You didn't arrive here by accident. You were called. And now, as tomorrow approaches, ask yourself one final question. Am I ready to open the door that's been waiting for me all along? Because Libra, the universe is already knocking.